Hello guys, I'm Bob. Welcome to the Math channel. Today I'm really going to talk all about trigonometry. So basically, in this video, I'm going to explain the definition of adjacent, opposite, and hypotenuse, and what does it really mean, and how do we actually sort of like label each of the sides, okay, based on whether is it adjacent, opposite, or hypotenuse. All right, so here we go. Let us begin. So as you can see down here in the whiteboard itself, basically when we actually want to introduce trigonometry, we sort of like use a right angle triangle to illustrate and to actually explain about what do you mean by the adjacent, opposite, and the hypotenuse. So basically, hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent, they are all representing sides, all right? And the thing is that this side itself, okay, hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent itself, okay, is actually based on the reference of the angle. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by basing on the reference of the angle? So let's say, all right, let's say for example, if the angle is here, all right, if this is the angle itself, okay, where is my opposite side? Okay, so the opposite side will be definitely here. Okay, so this will be the opposite side. Why? Because this side is opposite the angle. That's why I call it the opposite sides. Well, then this will be the adjacent side. Why? Because this is not opposite of the angle, and it's not the longer side. So, which means that this side itself is my adjacent, and of course, okay, H, okay, or the hypotenuse side is always the longer side. So the hypotenuse side is always the longer side. All right. While the opposite side is the side that is opposite of the angle that is indicated, while adjacent side finally is neither the opposite side nor the hypotenuse side. So if I were to change, all right, if I were to change the angle from here, okay, to, let's say for example, here, all right, so now my angle has changed, okay, my angle has changed, and my opposite side and my adjacent side will change as a result. So in this case, just now, okay, in the previous part itself, this is the adjacent side, but now because the angle is down here, hence this will becomes the opposite side, because this side is opposite of the angle, all right, that's indicated down here, while the hypotenuse side is the longer side, so this is always the longer side, and hence this will not change. Let me just draw to make it look like a triangle. Okay, it looks like a curved triangle actually. All right, and finally this will be the adjacent side. So in order to actually assist you to identify, okay, which is the hypotenuse side and which is the opposite side and which is the adjacent side, the first step to do is to, okay, identify the hypotenuse side first, because the hypotenuse side is the easiest to identify, which is the longer side. All right, and then next we will identify, okay, the opposite side, okay, that is based on the angle. Okay, this means that it's angle. Okay, so we will first identify the hypotenuse side, and then followed by we will then identify the opposite side based on the angle. So let's say for example the angle is here, this will be the opposite side. All right, and finally you will identify your adjacent side. Okay, so I hope that this video is very clear in explaining the definition of the adjacent, opposite, and the hypotenuse side. Well, in the next video, we are going to create a relationship between the side and the angles itself, and that is where the trigonometry actually comes in. Okay, so do subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.